City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Hoosiers offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Dropping back, it's Howell. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the way.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The throw. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Offense getting set for first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. Handoff to the lone back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dean. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Open field on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Oh, what a move to get room. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two Both defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And hey, listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw. It's Houck. Finds the tight end. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. First play of the period, first down here. Past the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Peppers. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Snagged in the middle, it's Dean. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Peppers. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Takes the easy completion. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it at the 30. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They're trying to slam it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the D deny them on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to power it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And we are dead even here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Dean. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Peppers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to the car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Looking to throw it out. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got fourth down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like them, Blake.
The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Hoosiers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. It's a running room. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 22 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To throw, it's Houck. Got a man, it's Stewart. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback. He makes a sure tackle. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Iowa! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabs it in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Houck. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Dean. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock.
Looking for more room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hawkeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Houck. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Using his feet. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Here comes the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unleashes one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave. So, this has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Houck. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this deep.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Philly had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Certainly could have been better, but it also could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate.